Lewis Clark starting lineup. The leadoff hitter is the shortstop, number 7, Guy Purcell. Batting second is the second baseman, number 2, Jackson Casey. Hitting third, playing right field, number 11, Cody Ells. The cleanup hitter is the catcher, number 20, Cal Robbins. Hitting fifth, the first baseman, number 1, Brady Peterson. Hitting sixth, in center field, number 12, Tucker Green. Batting seventh is the first baseman, is the third baseman, number 19, Makai Durrett. Hitting eighth is the Twins pitcher this afternoon, number 15, Carson Henson. Batting ninth is the left fielder, number 14, Morgan Bunch. The Twins head coach is Micah Brown. His assistants are Josh Robbins, Josh Moore, and Nick Purcell. Now for the Barbers, the designated home team. First for reserves, number 1, Johnny King. Number 4, Nolan Foglio. Number 9, Miles Van Doren. Number 14, Cooper Curta. Number 16, Nick Souza. Number 32, Brian Fry. Number 33, Jason Rose. Now the Barbers starting lineup. Leading off, the second baseman, number 7, David Pegaser. Batting second, the shortstop, number 3, Ryan Hensley. Hitting third, in left field, number 19, Dave Coltman. The cleanup hitter is the right fielder, number 24, Raiden Nakamura. Hitting fifth, in at third base, number 23, Cal Chadwa. Batting sixth in center field, number 6, Andrew Ha. Hitting seventh is the designated hitter, number 18, Ben Foglio. Hitting eighth and doing the catching, number 9, Miles Van Doren. Batting ninth, the first baseman, number 27, Caleb T. Pitching this afternoon for Tiger is the right-hander, number 21, Cam McCormick. The head coach for the Barbers is Joe Duran. His assistants are Ben Bertrand, Dylan Ha, and Dave Shoppy.
And those are the teams taking the field, gathered along the first and third baselines. Hello and welcome to coverage of the 2026 Northwest Regional American Legion Baseball Championship, being hosted at Harry and David Field in Medford, Oregon. The Road Credit Union Medford Mustangs are the team hosts for the 8-team field that is now down to its final 2. Coverage is being provided by Table Rock Sports. I'm Jim McCoy along with Joseph Brett. Mikhail Weich is on the camera. Our Road Credit Union pregame show is next, where we will cover tournament matchups and preview our upcoming game. Joe Brett is the executive producer for Table Rock Sports. We'll take our first break right here and then be back in 1 minute.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford has a large selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. We make it easy to drive home in the new vehicle of your dreams. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford has a large selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. We make it easy to drive home in the new vehicle of your dreams. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Here we are, set to go. The Tigard Barbers punching their ticket by defeating Hawaii just a little bit earlier this afternoon. And it ended up being quite a pitcher's duel that went right down to the wire. Logan Sanchez for Hawaii. And then we had Fry for the Barbers. The Barbers end up picking up a couple of runs late in the ball game to take the 3-2 victory. And now here they are in the final. And this game, essentially a rematch of last night's contest, where Portland ended up a 7-5 winner. Ben Folio, the left-hander, picking up the victory. Guy Crisselt coming on in relief, ended up taking the loss in the ball game. And, of course, really in a way, if you think about it, it's a rubber match between these two teams. Because if you go back to the first night of the tournament, Lewiston defeated the Barbers 2-0. Cody Els hurling the shutout in the ball game, victorious against Camden McCormick. Let's go ahead and take a look at the batting order. The designated visitors will be the Twins. Leading off and playing shortstop will be Guy Crisselt. He'll be followed in the order by the second baseman, Jackson Casey. The number 3 hitter is the right fielder, Cody Els. The cleanup man, saw him go yard last night, Cal Robbins. Grady Pearson will be at first base. He'll be followed by the center fielder, Tucker Green. Malkeet Durrett is at third base. He'll be followed by the pitcher, Carson Henson. And the left fielder is Morgan Bunch. We'll get the defense for you after the first pitch. Crisselt, the leadoff hitter. And he's going to go ahead and punch that one to right center field. That's going to bounce to deep center field, and Crisselt will end up pulling in with a double. Looking at the Barbers defensively,
Second baseman, number 2, Jackson Casey.
we'll have Caleb Teed at first. Over at second, Jaden Tregesser. The shortstop, Ryan Hemsley. And at third base, Cal Gradwall. The outfield, left to right, Gabriel Coltman. Center field, Andrew Ha. Right fielder, Ryden Nakamura. Miles Van Dorn behind the plate, and Camden McCormick getting the start for the Barbers.
Tell you what, hitter came out ready to hit to open up this championship game, and Crisselt, who is a guy that we've seen just rake the ball here in this tournament. 467 batting average, has a leadoff double, and already puts Idaho into a good spot to get on the board here early in the ball game. Something to note here, McCormick on the mound for Portland. He threw 6 innings in his one appearance. He gave up 2 earned runs. And in that 6 innings, no walks, but also no strikeouts. So not a big strikeout guy from what we can see, at least on paper. And see if Idaho can have the sticks working against him.
Casey ends up fouling off the bunt attempt, and that will even up the count at 2-2. So we've got Crisselt, the runner at second, just the second batter of the ball game. Winner will represent the Northwest region at the American Legion World Series, the 99th such event in Shelby, North Carolina. That will get underway on Thursday. The winner here will end up playing a 1 p.m. Pacific time matchup against the Southeast champion. Full count. McCormick comes to the plate. Casey will draw the walk.
And that's his first walk in just over 6 innings of work here in the tournament.
Here is Cody Ells. He was the winning pitcher in the first meeting between these two teams on the first day of the tournament. And we're already going to have, right out of the chute, we're going to have a mound visit. Ells coming into the game hitting .538. So I would imagine, there's quite a discussion on how to handle this young man. Some might even, if they fear him enough, might even put him on and load the bases up just so they take the bat out of his hands. You wouldn't think they would, but I've seen that happen more than once. 7 out of 13. 4 runs scored for Ells. 4 runs batted in. A pair of doubles, a triple. So he's a guy that you have to be very careful with.
3 out of those 4. So I'm assuming he had 13. Okay, so out of those 7 hits, 3 of those are extra base hits. And he's got a total of 11 total bases at the dish in this tournament.
McCormick will start him out with a strike.
And to note, he's 2 of 2 on stolen bases. Him and Crisselt are the only 2 guys who have attempted to steal a base for this Idaho team.
Ball hit up the middle. That one's going to fall in for a base hit. Crisselt will round third and come around to score. Guy Crisselt putting the Twins on the board first to make it a 1-0 ball game. Second hit here in the inning. And this will bring up Cal Robbins, who gave us a thrill last night by hitting a 2-run homer. Just about where the KTVL sign is over in left field. McCormick starts him out with a strike. So thus far, throwing strikes not a problem for McCormick. Runner's going to take off. So now a pair of runners in scoring position for the Twins, who are off to a hot start.
And Ells is now 3 for 3 on stolen bases.
Is there anything this UCLA-bound man cannot do?
Although, does he get the credit for the stolen base there, or is that catcher's indifference?
I think I heard over here that they're going to give him credit for the steal. And a pitch outside from McCormick. 1-2. McCormick in the tournament with a 3.0 ERA. Swing and a miss by Robbins. That'll send him back to the dugout, and there's one gone.
Number 1, Grady Peterson.
Grady Peterson, the hitter. He is playing first base this afternoon. Peterson.
Yet to get a hit.
Yep, looking to get untracked here. McCormick ahead of him right now, 0-1. McCormick comes to the plate. Bounced foul. McCormick ahead 0-2.
Coach must have a lot of faith in his first baseman. 0 for 9 in the tournament, still right there in the middle of the lineup. Played in every game.
Here, he'll lash it foul over the screen. Peterson will stay alive. 0-2 the count. Twins with a 1-0 lead. They won their first state title since 2017. Here, a ground ball hit to second. Casey will comes home.
Whether we get our first hit or not, he did his job. And that's all you can ask for from the guy who's yet to get a base hit. Just put the bat on the ball and score that run from third base, which he did, and gives his team a 2-0 lead.
Els, the trailing runner, will move up to third base, and that will bring up Tucker Green. Green 2 out of 13 in the tournament, has scored a pair of runs. And he'll hit down right just at the edge of the berm down the right field line. Camden continuing to throw strikes. He's got an 0-2 count here. Runner at third. And 2 gone. Right-handed hitter. Slightly open stance. Had Zink behind the plate this afternoon. Calling time, and now Green stands back in, bat held high, swings and misses, third strike dropped, throw down to first by Van Doren, and that will retire the side. For Idaho, 2 runs on 2 hits. They strand a man, and we will take a quick timeout and be back with more action here on TableRockSports.net.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Batting order for the Tigard Barbers will go as follows. Leading off and playing second base is Jaden Tregesser. He'll be followed by the shortstop, Ryan Hemsley. Gabe Coltman will hit third, the left fielder. The cleanup man is Raiden Nakamura. Behind him in the order, the third baseman, Cal Gradwall. In center field, it's Andrew Haw. He'll be followed by Ben Folio, the DH. The number 8 hitter is the catcher, Miles Van Doren, and it's Caleb Teed at first base. Cameron Henson on the bump for Coach Micah Brown and company. Carson Henson out of Lewiston High School. Tragesser gets out in front, 1-0. For the Barbers, this their second game of the day. He'll hit it up the middle, base hit.
Henson, 2.25 ERA in the tournament, 1 outing with 4 innings pitched, and gave up 4 hits, 1 run on 1 walk, no strikeouts.
So the leadoff man at first, nobody out. Hemsley, the shortstop, at the dish. Hemsley has been hitting at a great clip in this tournament. In the game against Hawaii today, Hemsley 2 out of 3 with a run scored. As I recall, I think he just about hit one out.
It was close.
And once again, he'll hit one up in the air, and Green sizes it up. A lazy can of corn, and there's one gone.
Left fielder, number 19, Gabe Coltman.
This will bring up Gabe Coltman. Coltman, one of those hitters that if you're the Twins, you got to account for him. Hit 667 in the Oregon State Tournament. Today, he was the DH in the first game against Hawaii, 1 for 3 with a run scored and a run batted in. He'll foul that one off. Henson working from the stretch. You'll look over at the runner at first. And Coltman hits it high and long in the air. Green, however, makes a successful route to the ball and hauls it in for out number 2.
If he hits that just a little more left, it's gone. But he hits it to a part of the park that's just about the deep as it can get.
Ryden Nakamura 2 for 3 earlier today. Drove home a run, hitting a double. And this after he had had a relatively quiet tournament. Henson looks at the runner at first. Pitch will catch the inside corner as Henson gets ahead. Nakamura out of Ridgeview High School in the Bend area. Successful program there, and his dad a coach at Ridgeview. Oh, 1 to Nakamura. 2 gone in the inning. Lewiston with the early 2-0 lead. Here, that one hit up the middle. A little bit of trouble with it. Deflection, however, the throw is in time, and that will be
Great play.
3 out. Yeah, nice defensive play, and this is, again, where you know that not giving away outs, making those defensive plays is critical, and success there. Now we'll go to the top of the second with the Twins leading 2-0. We'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
Diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Mackay Durrett getting ready to lead off the second inning for the Twins. A report from the American Legion A tournament, bottom of the seventh, Klamath Falls leading the Eugene Athletics 12-6. So that's been a seesaw battle, and we've seen our fair share of those, and quite often those involving these Twins as they pulled out an 11-10 victory on Friday night, and then we had a good back-and-forth battle last night between the Twins and Barbers that helped set things up for today. Mackay Durrett, the leadoff hitter. Two hits and 4 at-bats. Saw him over at first base last night. Leadoff man here in the second. Start things off, we've got Durrett, followed by Carson Henson and Morgan Bunch, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters.
Thank you, Hub.
2-2. Durrett in an open stance. He'll pop that one up in the air. Tragesser has trouble with it, and it'll fall to the ground, and Durrett is aboard.
The pitcher, number 15, Carson Henson.
So that'll go as an error on the Tigard Barbers. 1 out. Henson lays down the bunt, and it's a good one. Only play to first. McCormick throws it over. The sacrifice is successful.
Getting to the time of the day here at Harry and David Field where when you play day games, that sun is in everybody's eyes except for pretty much the catcher who's got his back to the western coast over here behind us where the sun's coming up and coming over the top. You see the couple of fly balls we've had towards first base earlier, and those guys getting their hands up early and trying to block the sun out. And
Morgan Bunch, the hitter, hitting .250. 1 out of 4 coming in to Sunday action. McCormick starts him out with a strike. Runner in scoring position with 1 gone. Ball call there from the man in blue. That will even it up at 1-1. On deck, we go back to the top of the order. And Guy Crisselt. Pitch fouled away. Got a 1-2 count. The Twins trying to punch their ticket to Shelby, leading 2-0. Runner's going to take off, throw down to third, comes in high. Runner gets in under the tag. So potential run number 3, just 90 feet away. Pitch outside, that'll run the count full at 3-2. A little bit cooler today than it has been the last few. Here at the tournament right now at game time, 94 degrees. Ball hit in the air, and it is caught. The runner tags to make it a 3-0 game, and Durrett scores the run to make it 3-0. So the sacrifice fly by Bunch makes it a 3-0 ball game. Crisselt. One for one in the ball game. He gets ahead 1-0. Now make that 1-1. The pitch, the swing, the foul.
Bunch, a guy you want to get on base. He is 3 of 11, 3 hits, and scored every time he's been on base in the tournament.
Pitch outside. 2-2 count to Crisselt. He ended up finishing out the game on the hill for Lewiston. Pitched well, but ended up taking the loss in a close affair. Here, Crisselt bouncing ball up the middle. Throw to first, and they say his foot was on the bag, and that will retire the side. The Twins pick up a run in the second to make it a 3-0 ball game against your Northwest champion Tiger Barbers. We'll be back in 60 seconds on TableRockSports.net.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes,
Parents,
community members,
anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Cal Gradwall, Andrew Haw, Ben Folio. First 3 hitters we'll see in the inning. Hanson will try to make them the only 3 hitters they'll see. Gradwall getting ahead here, 1-0. One pitch. Henson misses. 2-1 the count. Gradwall coming in to today's action at 3:57. Got a 2-2 count here as he works against Henson. Gradwall 0 for 3 and our opener today. Patiently working the count against Henson. That one pulled foul as Gradwall stays alive. Cal Gradwall from Ida B. Nelson High School, recent high school graduate. Here, he'll take the little stroll down to first base. Shed the shin guard.
Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 6, Andrew Ha.
To the plate, the center fielder, Andrew Ha. Henson catches the outside corner and promptly gets ahead of the hitter. Against Hawaii early this afternoon, Ha went 0 for 3. Carson Henson ahead here at 0-2. Throws over. Henson looks over, comes to the plate, hits the ball in the air. And we have a young fan with his glove on, but it ends up sailing behind him, out of play. Oh, 2 count, nobody out, and a man on first. Here the pitch gets him looking with the backwards K. There's one gone. So Gradwall remains at first. And here's Ben Folio. Folio, he's a left-handed hitter, but he has this penchant for going to the opposite field. Not a guy you would want to use the shift on.
Gradwall over at first, 1 for 1 in stolen base attempts. They've checked on him a few times now. Yeah, right on cue, going the opposite direction, but out of play.
Folio came into today 3 for 11, a 273 average. He came in as a pinch hitter late in the game, 0 for 1. Here, a 1-1 count to the big first baseman. Headed for the University of Washington after high school. Gradwell taking a pretty decent lead off of first base, and the ball hit into the air. Green takes a couple of steps forward, makes the catch, and there's two gone. Here's Miles Van Doren. We've seen a lot of him in this tournament as a courtesy runner. Behind the plate, Nolan Folio starting the opener. Outside on the first pitch, 1-0. Bouncing ball, hit down, stepping in front of it, taking it at third base, and they end up with some trouble with it, and that's going to bounce out of play. And
a dead ball.
Yeah, dead ball.
Stuck under the fence.
Send him back. So there at first, on that throw, you could see where Pearson really kind of got handcuffed on that throw. Couldn't do anything with it. Cooper Berta will come in as the courtesy runner. We've got runners at second and third with two gone. The Barbers looking to try to get on the board. They have a pair of runners in scoring position. And here's Caleb Teed. In the opener, Teed 0 for 1. Coming into today's action, Teed 1 for 5 hitting. Strike on the outside corner for Henson. Ball hit in the air to left field and making the diving catch. Over there is Morgan Bunch to make the play, and that'll retire the side.
28 pitches for Henson, 28.
The Barbers threaten. Unable to score. They'll leave a couple on base. Now we'll go to the top of the third. The Twins leading 3-0. We'll be right back.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can, as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning
Here in the top of the third, it'll be Casey, Els, and Robbins for the Lewiston, Idaho Twins. McCormick will start him out with a strike. McCormick with 38 pitches so far on the day. Here, a bouncing ball hit down to first. Teed will pick it up. Jog to the bag. Record the out. One away. Coverage of the 2026 Northwest Regional Tournament is brought to you by Travel Medford and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission and our legend sponsors, Valley Immediate Care and the Cow Creek Band of Umpqua Tribe of Indians. L's 1 for 1 on the day. Ahead here, 1-0. And he's going to hit the ball in the air to right center field. Loping back, making the catch is Haw. And there's 2 gone.
Catcher number 20, Cal Robbins.
That'll bring up Cal Robbins to the plate, reminding us that we've got Cal Robbins at the plate. We've got Josh Robbins on the coaching staff. And, of course, Jeremiah Robbins, an integral part of Twin Falls baseball, also coached over at Umpqua Community College. Cal was quiet at the state tournament, but that has not been the case here at regionals. Robbins hitting .417 coming into today's action. Robbins 0 for 1 today. 0-2 count with 2 out. McCormick sets, throws. Pitch fouled away. McCormick, recent graduate of Tigard High School. And a seeing eye base hit for Robbins. That will make its way out to right center field. A little bit of trouble there for Nakamura. We're going to have a play at second, and they got him. So Robbins trying to stretch a single into a double. Gets thrown out at second base, and that will do it for the Twins. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It is Lewiston leading Tigard 3-0. We'll be back right after these messages.
Good throw there.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
We've been keeping our eye on what's been going on at the Class A tournament in Casper, Wyoming. There, the Cave Falls Falcons knock out the Eugene Athletics by a score of 12-6. With that, Klamath Falls will take on Cache Valley, Utah for the title game, and that's going to play at 11 a.m. Pacific tomorrow.
Where's their regionals at? Do we know? Or where do they go after this?
You would ask me that, because at the moment, I don't know. I don't have the answer, but I know where to get the answer, and I'll get that for you. I do know, however, that the Western Regionals are going on in Fairfield, California. Fairfield hosting that. As I recall, Clovis, California making a run in that tournament.
Traeger taking first pitch strike there.
So we're back at the top of the order for the Barbers. Here, a bouncing ball, trying to get to it, is Crescelt. They will rule that, and I would agree, an infield hit. That would have been just basically Crescelt there in that situation. Just doing a good job to keep it in the infield.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. The way that Traeger was getting down the line, there wouldn't have been any opportunity to make a play on that by the time he got to it.
So once again, the leadoff man on for the Barbers. That one hit out of play as Hemsley, who can turn on a ball, hits it out of play. Carson Henson looking over at first, sets, comes to the plate, fouled back, 0-2. Nobody out and a man on first. Henson been doing a good job of throwing strikes, and both pitchers doing their part. This one ends up underneath the glove of Crescelt. Lead runner into third, and a hit.
He just picked his eyes up a little bit early there. You could see him head not staying down, and a lot of times when you do that, you're going to lift the glove at the same time, and ball's going to end up underneath.
They're going to go ahead and charge the shortstop with an error here. So we got first and third, nobody out. And the potential tying run in the form of Coltman at the plate. Pearson trying to make a play on the foul ball. Can't get there. So Hemsley, who got aboard on the error, is down at first. We got Traeger over at third. Pitch will miss for a ball to even it up at 1-1. Coltman 0 for 1 on the day. Ball hit in the air to center field. This could be a sacrifice fly possibility, and tagging up and coming to the plate. Scoring the run is Traeger to make it 3-1. Then they try to get the trailing runner down at second, and they end up throwing it away. So Traeger gets the Barbers on the board.
Right fielder, number 24, Ryan Nakamura.
And meanwhile, Hemsley down to third. And here's Raiden Nakamura. Henson gets the strike there. 0-1 the count. Nakamura 0 for 1. And there, Henson doing a nice job of painting the corner to make it 0-2.
Yeah, Nakamura didn't like that call there. Shook his head a little bit. Kind of let the umpire know. As politely as he could.
Yes. And here the ball hit in the air to center field. Green makes the play. The runner will tag, and the play at the plate. The throw not in time. Barbers draw within 1 as Ryan Hemsley comes home.
Third baseman, number 23, Cal Gradwall.
So now the bases are clear. Here's Cal Gradwall. Drew a walk in his first at-bat. So the Barbers clawing their way back in this ball game. Inside. 2-0. Bouncing ball hit wide of first. Make it a 2-1 count. Pitch even now. Count even at 2-2. Two-two pitch, off-speed pitch on, well, just beyond the outside corner to run the count full at 3-2. Payoff pitch. Inside. And Gradwall draws his second walk of the day.
Center fielder, number 6, Andrew Ha.
Andrew Ha. 0 for 1. Struck out in the second. Looks at a pitch inside. Henson now up around 45 pitches. Ball hit in the air. That will go down wide of the right field line. We're even. 1-1. Andrew Hall, the hitter out of Lake Ridge. Bouncing ball down to short. Throw across the infield is in time, and that will retire the side. However, the Barbers score 2. They're within 1. We'll go to the top of the 4th with the Lewiston, Idaho Twins coming up.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford has a large selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. We make it easy to drive home in the new vehicle of your dreams. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit heartinsurance.com.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford has a large selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. We make it easy to drive home in the new vehicle of your dreams. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Super.
An update for you. We got the Western Regionals going on in Fairfield, and the host Fairfield Expos will be taking on the 2023 National Champion League City, Texas at 4 p.m. Leading off in the inning for the Twins is Pearson. Peterson 0 for 1 with an RBI on the day. Now a 2-1 count. Grady Peterson, the first baseman. Grady from Lewiston High School, as are most of the athletes on this squad. Three-one pitch. This one hit on the bounce down to second. Second baseman has a little bit of trouble with it, and he's safe. So Peterson takes advantage of a little bit of trouble for Jaden Tragesser. Runner on first, nobody out. Tucker Green. Green struck out his first time up. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Runner, Peterson, edging further and further off the bag. And I get a kick, Joseph, out of those mitts. Kind of looks like he has an oven mitt on the runner.
Right. I always love the kids at our youngsters tournament games, and they actually come out with oven mitts on it, sliding mitts.
Well, it's funny for me because I remember this is where my inner boomer, I guess, comes out. I mean, batting gloves were just becoming a thing back when I was that age. But then you had, in those days, wristbands were more of a thing, sweatbands. And then I remember like the donuts that you would put on your bat. Had a couple of those.
Now you got the bat sleeves.
2-1 count on the hitter, and the runner's going to take off. Bouncing ball, and that one's going to get through the 5-6 hole. Tucker Green gives the Twins their fourth hit of the ball game, and that'll put runners at the corners with nobody out. After the Barbers picked up a pair of runs in the top of the fourth. This, an opportunity here to regain some separation. And they already know that this Barber squad, we've seen it time and time again. Earlier broadcast, I likened them to Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. Just think when Freddy's dead, Freddy's not dead.
Right. They are not going to go down without a fight, no matter what the score is. No matter what you put up, no matter what you do, no matter who you throw. This is a team that understands how to win ball games. They come with a 75% win rate in the history of this ball club. They got a great coaching staff, and I'm sure even if they're down, 6-0, coaches are right there with them, letting them know this is what we need to do, this is how we're going to attack, and they just, keep making it happen.
They do. And here, after the meeting on the hill, they'll go ahead and try to go to work here on Maki Durrett. Durrett 1 for 1 today, scored a run. 3-2 ball game. Runners at first and third, and the runner going to take off. A little bit of trouble there for the catcher, Van Doren. So now you have 2 runs in scoring position with nobody out. So 1-0 count. Barbers have the early makings of a rally going on. Time called, and now Durrett back in the batter's box. Big right-handed hitter with an open stance. 1-0 pitch. Bouncing ball down to short. They're going to try to make a play at home.
They had him.
Yeah, they had him, and Van Doren couldn't hold on. So Peterson comes home to score a run to make it 4-2.
You'd have been out by a long ways.
And now what you have after that, after Peterson comes home.
The exact same situation you had before.
Runners at the corners and nobody out. Carson Henson, the hitter. Opportunity to help his own cause. Seen him over at short. I think he's also done a turn at third as Coach Brown has moved the chess pieces around. And, of course, now he's the starting pitcher today. McCormick to the plate. Henson shows bunt. Looks at a ball as Henson gets ahead. Henson sacrificed his first time up, so we know he can do the job. So with the run by Peterson, Idaho now with a 2-run lead. 1-0 pitch on the way. The runner will take off. The throw down to second base, and that'll get away from the second baseman. And now the runner from third comes home. It's 5-2. Tucker Green scoring the run.
That's one of those situations there where, do you just give up the bag? Because you see a lot of times they're trying to do too much. Like that one, that was the fake cutoff. Let it go through to the bag. Try to dupe the runner at third to stay there and maybe get the out at second. And, doing a little too much sometimes will cost you and cost them there.
And here the sacrifice successful for Henson. Henson now with his second of the day. That'll move the runner up to third. Maki Durrett just 90 feet away. So now the Twins find themselves with a 5-2 lead. This has been a little bit less than a clean ball game from a defensive standpoint. The Barbers have committed 4 errors in the game, while the Twins have committed 3.
What did we have in the first game? 3, 4 total errors?
Oh.
Maybe 2?
Two apiece.
So 4.
Yeah.
Almost double that. And we're not even through the 4th inning.
2-0 count here to the hitter. Bunch hits the ball to right center field. Haw will line it up, and Durrett will tag. He comes in standing up, and it's a 6-2 ball game. Maki Durrett with his second run of the ball game.
Shortstop, number 7, Guy Crissell.
And here's Guy Crissell. Crissell 1 for 2 with a run scored. He opened up the game with a base hit and came around. Here, base is clear. Yeah, as McCormick gets ahead. Oh, 2 the count. 2 out in the inning. McCormick comes home. The pitch outside. We're going to look down at first. No swing.
Not even close. But we
2
just
and
want
2.
to make sure our first base umpire isn't sleeping.
There you go. Don't want him to be lonely. It's like, we see you down there.
Partner, you awake? All right, I'm just making sure. I already knew what the call was, but
just testing you. And here, this one's going to fall in for a base hit. For the Twins, that's their 5th safety of the game.
Number 2, Jackson Casey.
And for Crissell, his second hit of the ball game, and here is Jackson Casey. 0 for 1, walked and scored in the first, and grounded out in the third. Bottom 4. Two gone in the inning. Ball, let's see here. That one going to fall in? No, it's not. There to run in, make the catch is Haw, and that will retire the side. But here in the inning, the Twins pick up 3 to make it a 6-2 ball game. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th in 60 seconds.
See 1, 2, 3 right now at Abby's. Abby's BLT celebration is on. 1, grab a large for under $20. 2, go giant and get 50% more pizza. 3, sauce it up with our new signature sauces. Now that's legendary. Our BLT pizza is loaded with 2 kinds of bacon, fresh lettuce, juicy tomatoes, and real cheese, all on our hand-rolled dough. Celebrate birthdays, graduations, and sports parties for less with our BLT. It's as easy as ABC. Order now at abbys.com.
Prices at the pump are up, but at Lippert's, prices are at record lows, and we're giving you something extra this summer. Waterproof click flooring, just $1.99 a square foot. Designer tile, $2.99. Carpet, an amazing 99 cents. And you get a free gas card with flooring purchase. That's right, a free gas card with your flooring purchase. Time to pump up the savings on your next project at Lippert's Carpet One, Medford and Grants Pass.
So, who will the winner from the Northwest Regionals face at the American Legion World Series? Jacksonville, Florida Rattlers punched their ticket by beating Garner, North Carolina 11-7. So, the winner of this game and Jacksonville, Florida will meet at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday. Swing and a miss for the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the fourth. None other than Ben Folio, 0 for 1 on the day. Outside on the pitch. Get the scoreboard updated. It's 2-2. And by the way, no Class A World Series. So basically, they play for the marbles tomorrow. So it'll be Klamath Falls, the Falcons, and Ridgeline, Utah. Bouncing ball, that is going to find the hole. Folio gets aboard to lead things off, and once again, the Barbers succeeding in getting the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. Miles Van Doren, we see him a lot as a courtesy runner, also a reserve catcher, and he's starting behind the dish today. Van Doren, 0 for 1.
0 for 5 so far in the tournament at the plate. Still looking for that first hit.
Carson Henson, starting pitcher for Lewiston, continuing to work. Pitch way off the plate to the outside. Robbins doing a good job of flagging that one down to keep it from getting away. 1-1 the count. The pitch will miss to the outside once again, 2-1. Henson with 48 pitches on the day. 2-1, sets, comes to the plate. Pitch fouled away, and that will even it up at 2-2. Two count, runner at first, nobody out. Ball popped up in the air out towards second base. Coming over to make the grab, the second baseman, Jackson Casey, and there's one gone. So in a way, it's almost been kind of for Henson kind of a bend but not break scenario. That maybe that leadoff man gets aboard, but he always manages to work his way out of the jam.
And we can't even really blame him a whole lot for the 2 runs that are on the board at the moment.
No, that there's been a little bit of trouble there. Now, to the Twins' credit, they have done a good job of making plays at other times behind them. But to your point, both the runs scored by Tigard are unearned.
Yeah, and those 3 errors, they're all been pretty costly, giving up some good bases.
Here, Green runs in to make the catch, and there's 2 gone.
Second baseman, number 7, Jaden Traeger.
To the top of the lineup we go. Jaden Tragesser, and if you're a Barbers fan, he's a guy you like to see in this situation here. He's 2 for 2 this afternoon with a run scored. Runner on first, 2 out. Bottom of the 4th. The Twins lead by 4. Tragesser ahead 1-0, and should he be successful in getting on, Ryan Hemsley awaits. Inside on the pitch, 2-0. Henson from the stretch, bouncing ball there to make the play at third, throw across the infield, and he says that the throw pulled him off the bag. I think this is going to prompt a discussion among the umpiring crew. Looks like we've got Micah Brown questioning that, but the protest short-lived, but still they're going to talk it over. So the crew gathering around. And they rule that he is safe.
Shortstop, number 3, Ryan Hemsley.
So that will put runners at first and second with 2 gone. Ryan Hemsley 0 for 2 with a run scored today. Pitch off the plate, 1-0.
Yep, too hard to tell from here at this angle if he did stay on that bag or not.
There's a strike. Of course, this game, an entirely different affair than what we had featuring the Twins and Barbers last night. I know between the Friday night game for the Barbers against Medford and then last night's game against the Twins, the Barbers had 8 hit batters, or their batters had gotten hit 8 times. I imagine probably by the time these guys go home, they'll look like they've been playing football. 2-2 count with 2 out and 2 on. Barbers with 2 runs in the game. Henson looks back at second, comes to the plate, and that will give us full count at 3-2. Lewiston holding a 4-run lead. And the runners will take off, fouled back. Hemsley does a good job of staying alive here at 3-2. And here we have a visit to the mound from the Twins Brain Trust. Been a beautiful Sunday afternoon here.
Not much warmer than our first game.
No, not a whole lot. Sitting at 94, which I think is about as high as it's going to get today. After we've been seeing some triple-digit temperatures for the last couple of days, but par for the course in the month of August. Payoff pitch coming from Hansen. Inside, and that'll load him up. And here is Gabe Coltman. 0 for 1 on the day with an RBI. He hit a home run in the Oregon State tournament against the Medford Mustangs. No, against the Hillsdale Merchants.
Wasn't that the one out to right field?
Yes.
And he gets a hold of one here. And he got a hold of one that went probably 380, 370 out there.
Oh, yeah.
It was 20 feet above the 340 sign, and it was still cruising out there in right field.
Now he can sting it. All right, that'll do things here for the fourth inning. After 4 complete, it's a 4-run lead for the Twins. We'll take a timeout and be right back here on TableRockSports.net. Go to the 5th inning. And for the Twins, they lead off with Cody Els. O2 pitch on the way. Outside. Of course, we see that quite often on 0-2 count. The pitcher will try to get the hitter to reach. Ball, that'll drop into left field. Cody Els going the opposite way. And that'll give the Twins a runner, and here is Cal Robbins. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. And so what we'll do is step away, and then we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Days, we all have them. You get up and just want to lay back down. In pain or not feeling your best and just want to get back to normal life now. Valley Immediate Care has been getting Rogue Valley residents back on their feet since 1999. Our convenient online check-in allows you to stay at home or work instead of hours in a waiting room. Along with our caring staff, on-site lab and x-ray services, we quickly get you what you need when you need it. Open 7 days a week. Valley Immediate Care. We're here when you need us.
Johnny King coming in from the bullpen. And we talked about it in the Hawaii game earlier today that a secret weapon, I think, for Coach Duran and company is the fact that he's got some strong relief pitching on his squad. In fact, earlier today, Johnny King picking up the save as Portland edged Honolulu 3-2, and picking up the save in that game was Johnny King, and here he'll go ahead and take over on the hill. And here we've got a man on first with nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. Cal Robbins.
Frozen. Just a heads up.
Swing and a miss for Robbins as the count goes 0-1. Trying to catch up on the live stats. The only problem with the live stats, they're frozen up right now. King quickly gets ahead, and the runner's going to take off, and a ground ball deep in the hole at shortstop. Throw across the infield is in time. Nice play made by Hensley, and there's one gone. But it has the effect of a sacrifice, though that was not intended, of moving Els into scoring position. The Twins, the Idaho State champions, winning their first state title since 2017. Won the count. And according to a source, if the Twins make it, this will be their 6th trip to the American Legion World Series. They've got the advantage right now with the 6-2 lead. Runner in scoring position with one out. Ball hit off to the left, and that will fall foul. Finds its way over to the Lewiston bullpen. Oh boy, we got a little little dust bunny over there off to our left, and of course in these temperatures, one of the things I will promptly do after this tournament's over, give my car a good wash. Even with a paved parking lot, it's pretty dusty around here. 1-2 count with one gone. Els, the runner, down at second base. Pitch fouled off, and the count will remain at 1-2.
That's one of those, that's why I have 3 kids scenarios.
Well, 2 of mine went and grew up on me.
Guys, get out there and wash the car.
The third, her idea of washing the car is to taking it down to Crater Car Wash. One-two pitch on the way. Pitch outside.
It's 10 or 15 bucks for a car wash. It's $5 for the kids to wash it and have them walk down to the store and get some treats.
Yeah, there you go. Apparently I've been using the wrong sales pitch. Or I haven't used the right inducements.
I think it's more so they get to get out and march down the street and be a little independent.
Yes.
More than the candy or anything else. It's, we got to go feel independent and go down the road a ways. And
2-2 pitch fouled away. Keep fouling pitches away here. And a throwback to second base. Tried to catch L's napping. Pitch fouled off, and again, Peterson, he says, I'm going to stand in here until I get something I can hit. Runner at second, one gone, 2-2 count. Feel like we've been frozen in time here for the last few minutes, and the pitch inside, 3-2.
Tell you what, whoever's playing left field at the moment for Portland, he looks like he's frozen in time as well.
Cooper Berta over there. No, that's Coltman. Berta was in the first game.
Coltman a little stagnant out there in left field. That's the first movement I've seen from him in a minute. Just a little nail biting going on for a minute.
Well, even though we're playing on real grass, fortunately no dandelions to play with out there.
What's our
okay.
Should it be the AT&T?
Payoff pitch. King to the plate. That one fouled back.
I think that was our problem.
And after all of that, Peterson draws the walk.
Center fielder, number 12, Tucker Green.
Here's Tucker Green. Green, the center fielder.
What's this over here?
Green lays down the bunt, and a well-placed bunt. Nowhere to go for Gradwell, so that'll load him up. Gives me a chance to give a shout-out to one of my favorite center fielders of all time, Brett Butler of Giants, Braves, Indians, and Dodgers fame, that like the all-time leader in getting on a bunt. And there, if you didn't know any better, I would swear Green had taken some bunting tips from him, because just put it right in the perfect spot where they couldn't do anything with it. To the plate, Maki Durrett. He's ahead here, 1-0. Bases loaded. 1 out. Swing and a miss. 1-1. So Johnny King on in relief of Camden McCormick. Trying to stem the tide here. The Twins trying to extend the lead. One count. Pitch fouled back. Count 1-2. Durrett has scored twice today as our internet has come back to life. 0 for 2, but he scored twice. King from the stretch. And he gets him looking. King with the timely out. Now there's 2 gone. And here is Carson Henson. Carson officially 0 for 0 as he's sacrificed twice today. Bases loaded. 2 out. King to the plate. Pitch fouled back. 0-1. We're in the top of the 5th of a 7-inning game. 0-1 pitch, and that one hit up the middle. It'll get a nice little bounce there for a base hit. 1 run will score. 2. Yep, there's 1. They got the trailing runner. And coming home and scoring is Cody Els. And that'll make it a 7-2 ball game. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're watching the championship game of the American Legion AAA Northwest Regional Finals. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford has a large selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. We make it easy to drive home in the new vehicle of your dreams. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford has a large selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. We make it easy to drive home in the new vehicle of your dreams. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Back here at Harry and David Field, of course, we want to thank all the sponsors that help make our live streams possible, and that includes our title sponsor, the Lithia Superstore, and General Manager Justin Lombardi. Now, I know you got about this down to a science in terms of memorization. What kind of vehicles, Joseph, can you get from Lithia?
It's Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Fiat vehicles and trucks.
I used to think my memory was good, but you got me outclassed. Saw you do that cold from memory earlier today, and I was like, wow.
I got probably 3/4 of them in here. There's a couple of them I don't have fully remembered, but
Well, I'll tell you, I turned 62 yesterday, and the memory is the first thing to go. And then I forget what happens after that. 7-2 ball game. But let's not go counting the Barbers out of this yet. Nakamura, for example, a guy who can get things going for you. Depth offensively in this lineup. Pitch outside from Henson. Nakamura, bouncing ball up the middle, base hit. Once again, the leadoff man gets on base. For Tigard, they've got 5 hits in the game. Now Gradwall, the hitter. Nakamura with a pair of hits early this afternoon. He's taking a pretty healthy lead down there at first base. Henson working on Gradwall. Gradwall has a pair of walks to his credit today. And he's about halfway there on this at-bat. Well, now make it a 3-0 count. Andrew Haw on deck. There's a strike. That's 3-1. Pitch outside, and for the third time today, Cal Gradwall takes the stroll to first. This will draw a visit to the mound. For Henson, he's up at, last update, 83 pitches. He's responsible for 9 runners, having surrendered 5 hits and 4 walks. And that doesn't even factor in the errors and such, so he's starting to get maybe a little long in the pitching tooth. Coach going to leave him in. This team leading by 5. And here's Andrew Haw. Haw, 0 for 2. And he struck out against Henson. Pitch gets away on the passed ball. The runners will move up 90 feet. Have a pair of runs in scoring position. Runners. Activity down in the Lewiston pen. Strike, and that'll even it up at 1-1. Nobody out, and the Barbers have runners at second and third. Pitch fouled away, 1-2. Ball hit in the air to left center field. The catch is made. The runner will tag, and he'll come home to make it 7-3. Nakamura comes home. And Gradwell will remain at second. One out. And the Barbers within 4. Bouncing ball finds the 3-4 hole, and now Gradwell will come around third, and he'll come home and score.
And just like that, it's a ball game again.
Never say never. Well, we've talked about. I was talking with the PA announcer Tim O'Sullivan earlier, and Tigard's kind of been like Houdini in this tournament.
Now, there's a reason that they're playing here on the final game on Sunday.
Absolutely. And we got a pinch hitter. Nolan Folio will pinch hit for Van Doren and no doubt take his spot behind the plate. Runner at first. One out. 0-1 count. Henson comes home. That'll miss for a ball to even it up. Nolan was a starting catcher in the game against Hawaii earlier today. Henson hits the outside corner to make it 1-2. And here, Henson wins this battle, and there's 2 gone.
Batting for T, number 14, Cooper Berta.
So Folio retired. And here's Cooper Berta. Berta hitting for Teed. Joe Duran pulling out the stops. His team, they've put up 2 runs in this inning to draw within 3. Runner at first with 2 out. Here, Henson ahead at 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Henson hanging tough through this inning. He's got the 0-2 advantage here. And that pitch will bounce away from the catcher Robbins. And down to second the runner goes. It's a 1-2 count, and now a runner in scoring position. Pitch fouled back. Berta's staying alive here. Alberta started in left field in the first game today. 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. Well, actually a foul ball there. Makes contact, hits it back to the screen. Count will remain at 1-2. Hansen sets. Comes to the plate. We've had our share of at-bats like this. They'll just foul it off.
And we've had 3 or 4 that have gone about. This one, 3, 5, 6 pitches. We had a couple, though, get up there at about 9 pitches.
And this one hit back to the mound. It'll shovel it to first. And that will retire the side, but not before the Barbers score twice.
You saw earlier John King on the mound. He had that battle with, who was it? He had a battle with
Peterson.
Peterson, yeah. And he ended up walking Peterson, and he looked over at him. He smiled, and, he had a nice little laugh going because he was like, hey, you beat me, and that was a good one.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be right back here on TableRockSports.net.
Sports are in trouble, and officials are in extreme demand.
So we're looking for people like you.
Former athletes,
Parents. And community members.
what it takes is attention to detail.
A positive attitude and respect for the game.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
Because the hard truth is,
No ref, no game. Play ball.
Back here at Harry and David Field. The Barbers drawing within 3. Johnny King, the second pitcher of the game, moves into his second inning of work. And he'll start off by taking on Morgan Bunch. One time, get this. You remember Brandon Belt, who used to play for the Giants?
I do.
Well, Belt had a 21-pitch at-bat in a game once. That is the major league record.
That's impressive.
Leadoff hitter here in the inning. Bunch, bouncing ball hit down to short. Throws the ball across the infield. It is in time, and there's one gone. Well, I remember the baseball writer Roger Angel had a whole story written about White Sox infielder of days gone by, Luke Appling, who fouled off about 15 pitches in an at-bat. And it was a situation like here with Peterson against King where Appling ended up winning that exchange. Here, King gets ahead 1-0. Leadoff hitter, Guy Crisell, 2 for 3 with a run scored today. Got it all started way back in the first, leading off the game with a single and scoring a run. King comes to the plate, and there, that almost kind of looked like an excuse me swing really there, and just had enough on it. They're dropping into right field for the hit. And that'll be the 9th hit of the game for Lewiston.
He just keeps continuing to produce. Crisell does.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts if you're the opposition. Jackson Casey, 0 for 2 with a run scored. Pitch inside. Johnny King on the hill. He's got an inning and a third thus far, given up 3 hits, walked 1, and struck out 1. At the last update, 26 pitches in the outing. Pitch fouled away. 1-1. Coverage of the 2026 Northwest Regional Tournament is brought to you by Travel Medford and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission and our legend sponsors, Valley Immediate Care and the Cow Creek Band of Umpqua Tribe of Indians. King looking over at first, and he knows not to sleep on Crisselt.
Nate still has it, Russ. Check with Nate. Nate still has it, we think. Wait, he has one? We think he still has it from the end. Okay, check will do that. I think that's not up here.
Here, ground ball, get the out at second, throw over to first. Ball dropped as Casey gets on. He's kind of gimping a little bit as he makes his way back to first base, talking things over with his coach.
Right fielder, number 11, Cody Els.
Cody Els. So fielder's choice there. 2 gone. Els 2 for 3. And now we got a visit to the mound. Joe Duran, the head coach for the Barbers. He's assisted by Ben Bertrand and David Shoppy. Duran, the only head coach the Barbers have had since their institution in 2010. Over 500 wins, nearly 600 to his credit. Here, King going to stay in the game. Whatever it was that Duran needed to hear, he heard it. So King will get set to go to work against arguably the Twins' best player. Els about to become an UCLA Bruin. Pitch rides inside, 1-0. Els out of Usselton High School, 6'3", 200 pounds. Hits the ball in the air, off to the left. Waking up his teammates as it lands over in the vicinity of their dugout. Bouncing ball. That one's going to be shanked foul. 2-2. King sets, throws, ball hit in the air to center field. Ha! Comes on over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The Twins come away empty-handed in this frame. They lead by 3. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th right after this.
attention please. Now pitching for the Twins, number 13, Xavier McPhee.
Xavier McPhee coming in from the bullpen in relief of Carson Henson. So he'll be the second pitcher of the day for Coach Micah Brown. And it looks like with the movement of the chess pieces around that Henson will move over to shortstop. Casey remains at second. And then Tregesser will go to third base for Makai Durrett. Leading off,
is the second baseman, number 7.
we're going to go to the top of the order. For the Barbers, Tregesser, 3 for 3. Here the count 1-1. Ball hit on the ground, and that'll sneak by the third baseman, Cressell. Same song, different verse. The leadoff man on board for the Tigard Barbers, who now have 7 hits in the game. McPhee, his second appearance of the tournament, has yet to allow a run. He pitched 2 1/3 in his only appearance with 1 hit surrendered, no walks, and a strikeout. And he picked up a win. A 1 pitch. Pat Zink behind the plate, calling the balls and strikes. Had a pleasant conversation with him earlier today. 1-1 pitch outside. And outside corner, says the umpire, 1-2. Hemsley, the hitter, 0 for 2. And McPhee continuing to work that outer edge of the plate, missing on that one. McPhee from the stretch. And that pitch will get away and into second. Man in scoring position for the Barbers. Tregesser. And we've got a full count at 3-2. Hemsley, the hitter. Coltman on deck. Bottom 6. Twins with the 3-run lead. McPhee, pitch outside. Drawing the walk is Hemsley. Nobody out. And now, a guy who could conceivably change the game and tie it up with a single swing of the bat. Gabe Coltman gave 0 for 2 today with a run batted in. McPhee looks back to second. Outside, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Down to second. That gets underneath the outstretched glove of the shortstop Henson. We got a runner coming around third. Scoring the run. Drawing. The Barbers within 2 is Tregeser.
First baseman, number 24, Ryden Nakamura.
So here's Ryden Nakamura. 1 for 2 with a run scored and a run batted in. First and second, nobody out. Nakamura will show bunt. Lets it go by for a ball.
Holthouse and Thomas.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like we got a left-hander there. That would be Thomas.
Holthouse and Thomas working down there in the bullpen for Idaho. Just making that run out of the dugout.
So you got a 1-0 count, a 2-run game. And it seems like we have seen this movie before. At one point, the Twins leading by 5. Barbers now within 2, and that one finds the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Runner coming around third. And scoring. Hemsley draws his team within 1.
And I think we're going to the lefty.
Well, it makes sense right there. You've got the left-handed hitting Gradwall coming up. So they'll go with Cooper Thomas. Thomas, his numbers in the tournament. This will be his 3rd appearance. Throwing an inning and a third. Giving up 3 hits. And a run. Has a 3.75 ERA. So now the game, the lead, down to 1. It's crunch time. And while Thomas makes his warm-ups, we'll step away and be back in 30 seconds.
Days, we all have them. You get up and just want to lay back down. In pain or not feeling your best and just want to get back to normal life now. Valley Immediate Care has been getting Rogue Valley residents back on their feet since 1999. Our convenient online check-in allows you to stay at home or work instead of hours in a waiting room. Along with our caring staff, on-site lab and x-ray services, we quickly get you what you need when you need it. Open 7 days a week. Valley Immediate Care. We're here when you need us.
Coverage of the 2026 Northwest Regional Tournament is brought to you by Travel Medford and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission, and our legend sponsors, Valley Immediate Care and the Cow Creek Band of Umpqua Tribe of Indians. Of course, Table Rock Sports, thanks to their longtime sponsors, sponsors like Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less. Big supporter of our community, and remember, if you shop at Sherm's, you will save money. Cal Gradwall coming to the plate. Gradwall has walked 3 times today and scored a run. Bottom of the 6th. Outside pitch from Thomas. Thomas sets. And misses there. That'll make it 2-0. He'll look back to second, come to the plate. 3-0. Here comes the pitch. And that is 4 times that Gradwall has walked today. And, of course, you don't have the major league rule where you got to face a minimum of 3 hitters, something they have instituted in recent years. You can make a pitching change after one pitcher, and that is what they're going to do right here. They brought Thomas in for the lefty-lefty matchup, and now they're going to go to the right-hander, Holthouse.
Coach could tell immediately he doesn't have his stuff.
Holthouse, this will be his second appearance of the tournament. He's throwing an inning and 2/3, faced 9 hitters, allowed 3 hits, a run, and he has a win to his credit. I believe, if memory serves me correctly, he was the winning pitcher in the Friday night game against Hawaii that kept us here till well after midnight. This tournament has not lacked for eventful baseball.
Attention, please. Now pitching for the Twins, number 10, Jackson Holthouse.
While Holthouse takes his warm-ups, we will step away for a moment and be right back.
Sports are in trouble, and officials are in extreme demand.
So we're looking for people like you.
Former athletes.
Parents and community members.
What it takes is attention to detail.
A positive attitude and respect for the game.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
Because the hard truth is,
No ref, no game. Play ball.
Bases loaded. The Barbers trying to tie it up. The Twins started out with the 2-0 lead, then added a run in the second. Then the Barbers drew within 1 at 3-2. Then after a 3-run fifth by the Twins, the Barbers have been trying to claw their way back, and Holthouse starts out with a strike. Well, there's no question about this, that Holthouse has been no stranger to pressure situations. And that confidence will come in handy here as he misses outside 1-1. Nobody out. Tying run at third. Andrew Haw, the hitter. Haw hits the ball, and it'll drop into right field for a base hit. The tying run will come home.
And just like that, Portland battling right back into this ball game, like we've seen time and time again.
Gabe Holtman will tie it up at 7 apiece. Haw gives the Barbers their 10th hit of the game, so still nobody out and the bases loaded, and now the go-ahead run down at third. Raiden Nakamura, the runner at third. Gradwall at second. Haw at first. Ball pounded into the dirt, and fouled off. 1-1. Holthouse sets, comes to the plate. A 2-1 count. So for the Twins, 7 runs, 9 hits, and 3 errors. For the Barbers, 7 runs, 10 hits, and 4 errors. Pitch fouled back. That'll leave it up at 2-2. Barbers with 3 runs here in the frame. The pitch. Ball hit in the air to center field. The catch is made. The runner, Nakamura, will tag, and he'll score the go-ahead run. A sacrifice fly. And we've got an 8-7 ball game.
Catcher number 4, Nolan Foglio.
Nolan Foglio comes to the dish. He now has runners at first and second with 1 out. Pitch low, throw down to third, and they got him. Crime does not pay for the Barbers, as Gradwall is thrown out at third. So now you have a runner at first, 2 gone, 1-0 count. But the Barbers with 4 in this inning make the comeback and take the lead. The pitch, Holthouse, high and outside. It's 2-0. Ball hit in the air, and that'll be foul. I see some young fan way over there making a run at it. 2-1 now to Nolan Foglio. Van Doren, as the count goes 2-2. Van Doren started the game at catcher. Nolan Foglio, the starting catcher in the opener against Hawaii today. Bouncing ball hit down to second. That gets underneath the glove of Casey. And now we've got runners at the corners with 2 gone. And here's Cooper Berta. Berta earlier came in to hit for Caleb Teed, who started the game at first base. Now we've got looks like we've got a runner that'll be coming in.
Fry running over at first.
Ryan Fry, of course, Fry started for the Barbers in the opener today as the Barbers took down Team Central from Honolulu. Holthouse opens up with a strike here, 0-1. Runner at first, runner at third. 2 out. Swing and a miss by Berta, 0-2. We're in the bottom of the 6th. So the Twins will have a shot at retaking the lead. There, the pitch gets away, and the runner goes. Fry in at second, and it's second and third now. 1-2 with 2 gone.
If Idaho can get out of this inning here without giving up another run, it's not the worst position to be in going into the top of the 7th. But if you give up a base hit here, they're going to have their work cut out for them.
And
Good
here's
pitch.
a strike in, so he gets him out of the inning.
Good pitch.
Good pitch made there by Holdhouse. The Barbers put 4 on the board in the 6th, and they take the 1-run lead at 8-7. We will take a 60-second timeout and be back here on TableRockSports.net.
123 right now at Abby's. Abby's BLT celebration is on. 1. Grab a large for under $20. 2. Go giant and get 50% more pizza. 3. Sauce it up with our new signature sauces. Now that's legendary. Our BLT pizza is loaded with 2 kinds of bacon, fresh lettuce, juicy tomatoes, and real cheese, all on our hand-rolled dough. Celebrate birthdays, graduations, and sports parties for less with our BLT. It's as easy as ABC. Order now at abbys.com.
Prices at the pump are up. But at Lippert's, prices are at record lows, and we're giving you something extra this summer. Waterproof click flooring, just $1.99 a square foot. Designer tile, $2.99. Carpet, an amazing 99 cents. And you get a free gas card with flooring purchase. That's right, a free gas card with your flooring purchase. Time to pump up the savings on your next project at Lippert's Carpet One, Medford and Grants Pass.
We're working out the score we've got on the live, on the scoreboard here at the ballpark at 8-7. Okay. So, well, I might still be losing my mind, but the score we have is still correct.
That it is. So Idaho down to their final 3 here.
Well, let's see what happens here. You know, they've been in a jam a time or two and have worked their way through it. And a guy that you like to have up at the dish is there in the form of Cal Robbins. Bouncing ball, the short throw across the infield is in time.
That is probably the most important out of the inning right there.
Yep.
Just get that first out. Sometimes you go into the inning as the home team, you've got the lead, and you're just looking to get that first out, and sometimes you miss a ball, you walk a guy, now it's first and second, nobody out, and then it really kind of starts to put the pressure on you to make a play.
Here, a bouncing ball by Peterson finds its way to left field.
See, that one hurts a lot worse, or a lot less than if that was the leadoff guy to come up.
Well, again, it's almost kind of like a down and yardage situation in football. To your point, it's crazy the difference just one out makes in terms of maybe what you do as a runner and maybe the things you do. Let's just say, for example, if I'm really wanting to try to get that tying run, if there's nobody out, I'm thinking a lot more about maybe a sacrifice. With one out, if it's me, I'm way less likely to do it. I probably won't.
Yeah, not with one out. You're not trying to just move him into scoring position with giving up the out. You're pretty much just looking to get a base hit here, and because you get up there and pop a ball up or hit a ground ball, game's over, and you don't get that sack back. So
Johnny King, the reliever, on in relief of Camden McCormick. He's thrown 2 1/3, given up 4 hits, bending but not breaking, hasn't given up a run. And here, ball up the middle. They'll get the runner going into second.
Interference.
And let's see what happens here.
Obstruction since it's on the offense.
So we'll see what happens here. We'll let them talk it over. So the umpiring crew, and by the way, a shout out to the crew. We've mentioned Pat Zink behind the plate. Down at first is Drew Anderson. At second, Cole Pryor. And at third, Scott Rice. And not only, wait a minute, not so fast.
He pointed to second base first. He did his job correctly.
Just a moment of over-exuberance. So we'll have a runner at first. He gets on. But the runner out on his way into second. So we've got 2 outs. Runner at first. And the Twins down to their final out. And we've got a pinch hitter. Sam Hall. The left field. Well, he's a left fielder.
This is an interesting pinch hit situation here. You're bringing in a guy who hasn't gotten a hit in the tournament.
King from the stretch. And the right-hander gets ahead 0-1. Bouncing ball down to second, throw over to first, and now it's official. The Tigard Barbers punch their ticket to the American Legion World Series. They'll be bound for Shelby, North Carolina, where they'll open play at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday against Jacksonville. Well, that'll wrap up this ball game, and this will wrap up what has been an eventful tournament. Now, what's going to happen right now is they're going to do the presentation of the trophies, so we'll just go ahead and keep it right here for our post game.
North Carolina. We will have a presentation in just a couple minutes. As for now, we will have our player of the game. And that player will come from the Barbers. And a somewhat familiar face for Tigard will be the leadoff hitter, number 7, Jaden Traeger. Jaden was 4 for 4.
So they're getting everybody settled in right now. Jaden Traeger named the player of the game, and can't argue with that. He's had a tremendous tournament. And once again, 4 for 4 today in this game with a pair of runs scored. Again, we've seen this time and time again where the Barbers rally back, refusing to lose, and they take the victory against the Twins. But speaking of the Twins, hey, let's give them a shout out. They had an awesome season, and they have been a fun team to watch throughout the tournament.
Thank you. First off, I'd like
Here
to
we go.
congratulate both teams on a very exciting game. Let's give them a round of applause. I would also like to thank the Medford community, the Medford baseball group, and everybody that's going to volunteer at this tournament. They did a great job. I'd like to give them a round of applause.
Good job, Mo. Good job.
The next gentleman I'm going to turn it over is to Nate Naiman. He's the local host. He's involved with the Medford Mustang baseball team. He put a lot of time in this, folks. I'd like to give him a round of applause. Nate?
First of all, congratulations to both teams. Just a quick thank you to a lot of people starting up here. Thank you to my wife for running concessions, all tournament and organizing that. That's a lot of work. We haven't seen a lot of each other, but we've been in the same place. I want to say thank you to our dad crew down here, especially the guys running concessions. Thank you so much for what you do. Thank you to Travel Medford. Thank you to Medford Parks and Rec. Thank you to the Southern Oregon Sports Commission and the City of Medford, West Castle, and his crew for taking care of this place and getting ready for us. Thank you so much. I'm sure I'm missing people, but thank you for everybody that participated in this and making this a great experience for these boys out here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nate. At this time, we're going to give the runner-up some awards. Every team that plays in a regional tournament across the country gets a red regional runner-up patch. So we'd like to present the patches to the Lewistown baseball team. Lewiston. You also get a banner and display for your baseball program. So here's your banner. And we'd like a representative from the Lewiston baseball team to come up and collect the runner-up trophy. Thank you. Just give us a second here. We have a tournament MVP. I see the official score is on his way. So
So we see Evan O'Kelly, who's done a great job of supplying with us with stats throughout the weekend.
Our tournament MVP this year from Tigard, Oregon, hitting 500 in the tournament, shortstop Ryan Hemsley.
Ryan Hemsley, the MVP of the tournament.
At this time, we need a representative from the Barbers baseball team to come up and pick up the regional championship patches. Might as well stay up here. We also have a banner for your display, your baseball program. Regional championship banner, congratulations. I'd like every player on the Barbers team come up. There's a white T-shirt they'll wear on Tuesday on their way to the World Series. So they'll be identifiable in Eugene Airport, Midway Airport. So that's what they'll wear that day.
So the Barbers headed back to Shelby, North Carolina for the second year in a row. And I'll tell you, Lewis and Clark made them earn it. These two teams faced off against each other 3 times in the tournament. The Twins winning on Wednesday night behind the pitching of Cody Els, 2-0 shutout. Then they rematched last night. We had a seesaw affair that went down to the wire that the Barbers won. And then after the Barbers had to fight off Team Central Hawaii. And one more presentation.
We need a representative from the Barbers baseball team come up and pick up their first place trophy, the 2026 Northwest Regional American Legion Champion.
Coach Joe Duran, along with the Bat Boys. Fun experience for them, too. Got Evan O'Kelly down there, the chief statistician for the tournament. Along there with American Legion representative. Now they're going to do a team picture down there. So, as we just kind of open up and wrap things up here for today's presentation, Lewiston started out well enough. They ended up taking a 2-0 lead. Guy Crisselt got on board to score the first run of the game. And then by the third inning, Lewiston found themselves with a 3-0 lead. But Portland, Tigard, they battled back all tournament long and come up with a pair of runs in the bottom of the third to make it a 1-run ball game. However, Lewiston turns right around, scores 3 in the fourth, and another in the fifth. They're up by 5. But again, time and time again, Barbers not giving up. A lot of fight in them. They end up scoring 2 in the bottom of the fifth to make it a 7-4 ball game. And then they would end up taking the lead with a 4-run rally in the bottom of the sixth. On the day, again, Jaden Tragesser, the player of the game, at 4 for 4 with a pair of runs scored. Other offensive leaders, Ryden Nakamura going 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Ben Folio, 2 for 3 with a pair of RBIs. Camden McCormick started on the bump through 74 pitches. Johnny King coming on in relief. 3 excellent innings of relief, giving up 4 runs, 4 hits, no runs, and then a walk and a strikeout, and he'll end up with the win in relief. But again, we got to talk about this Lewiston, Idaho runner-up team. Guy Crisselt, 3 for 4 with a run scored. Cody Els, 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Grady Peterson, 1 for 3 with a run scored. Tucker Green, 2 for 4 with a run scored. Carson Henson making the start on the hill. He gave up 4 runs, but only one of them were earned. Part of the story here today were fielding miscues by both sides. And then Xavier McPhee coming on in relief, along with Cooper Thomas and Jackson Holthouse. And winning it all here in the Northwest Regionals, it is the Tigard Barbers, winning by a score of 8-7. The runners-up, the Lewiston, Idaho Twins, a team that I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of in the future. So congratulations to everybody that was a part of this tournament. Of course, a mention of all the folks that worked behind the scenes and up front to make this a successful tournament, an eventful tournament that has been a lot of fun, and the thing is, it's about the players. And for them, a lot of memories made and great experiences to recall, and just also things that they learn here this week that they can take with them into the future. Well, this will go ahead and wrap up our Lithia Superstore post-game show. And our executive producer for Table Rock Sports is Joe Brett. For my color commentator, Joseph Brett, and for my cameraman, Mikhail Weish, I'm Jim McCoy. Thank you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.